Welcome back, investors, to the Investing with Al YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be summarizing my portfolio movements from last month, including some of the gains and losses on my individual stocks and also the dividend income received. Now, at the start of the month, we had £67,778 invested. The portfolio value was £71,613, with a return at £3,835, which was 5.66%. Now, currently, what it is for my ISA is £70,996 invested, £76,848 current value, with an 8.24% return. Now, this is a live video, so this can fluctuate a little bit, but this is what it is currently. Now, if you look at the invest account, which I don't invest into at all, that's valued at £15,481, which is currently up 27.43%. Going back to the stocks and shares ISA, I had some deposits coming in, as you can see here, and most recently here in June. So the deposits totaled £3,867, which I've added to the account last month. Now, let's go through the portfolio a bit, including some notable movements. A lot of them are marginal movements, but we have Apple, which is up 8%, with some positive news about its attempt to incorporate AI into the iPhone. Amazon, down just under 4% this month, due to some slowdown in cloud growth and some competition within this area. Broadcom did well, just under 8% last month, with a general wider momentum in the semiconductor space. Carnival PLC, this one did really well, up on news of a restructuring of some of its ship allocation and general demand for cruises. Costco, up 10% on higher year-on-year sales on its most recent earnings. Imperial Brands had a good earnings last month, up just over 8%. Even though revenues went down, the margins increased overall for its products. Nvidia, up over 35% and overtook Apple as the second largest company in the world with this most recent increase in share price over the last week. Phenomenal performance after smashing earnings reports last month. This will continue, I don't know, but at the moment it's performing really well. Now, onto the new addition to the portfolio. So from time to time, I like to look at if there are some good opportunities in the market, core holdings, and I believe this is one. As you can see, down just under 4% off the back of some lower guidance from its most recent earnings report. However, myself and a decent number of the investing community felt this drop is somewhat unjustified. As you can see, revenue is increasing and there is net income of just over 4 billion here. Cash on hand is just over 14 billion, and this has been consistently growing from previous years. Free cash flow of 9.5 billion for the last financial year and just under 11 billion for the trailing 12 months. If you look at margins, it has a net profit margin 3%, which is really good. On that basis, I decided to buy £520 worth of its shares for a medium-term play. Taylor Wimpey up just under 10% as the UK market expects potential for rate cuts in the medium term. Tesla, as flat as a pancake here, but it allows me to buy this company at a cheap price. So those were some of the most notable movements within my stocks. As you can see, the portfolio is doing really well, up overall just under £77,000. Here we have the dividend payments for May. We've got BAT for £54.28, and MasterCard, which is a newish position, for £2.89, Taylor Wimpey for £69.41, Costco £3.55, AbbVie £37.68, and Apple for £2.25. So 6 payments overall, totaling £170.06. Now, that takes the year-to-date total to £952.36. So how does this compare with previous year's dividends? So here we are. So this year it's £170.06. Last year was £199.06. So a little bit less than last year. That's because, as I mentioned in my previous video, I restructured my portfolio a little bit to focus a bit more on growth stocks, as I believe they're going to do really, really well and overperform dividends for the current time. And eventually, once my portfolio gets big enough, I will hold mainly dividend positions later on in life. The year before, 2022, which was £158.40, and in 2021 it was £67.78. So we saw an upward trend for the last couple of years. Even this year it's not bad, but as I mentioned, it should naturally be lower than last year. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to continue following my journey, please like, comment and subscribe, as it really helps the channel grow. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.